This is Kat,
And this is Saskia,
and this is Note to Self.
your weekly dose of everything that's just simply too long to text. Hello! Welcome back! Happy holidays! Kat and I made espresso martinis.
Well, Saskia made espresso mart.
Cheers.
I don't know. We're trying to get very festive because we are feeling very frantic energy right now.
So an espresso martini is bound to make that energy lower. Kat and I have a holiday party tonight, and we're getting into the festive spirit. So I was like, we should have espresso martinis. Hence why I'm also in a red dress.
I like that red dress.
Yours is really festive too.
I have my hoary outfit on underneath, but I just did not.
I was like, wow, someone got in the festive spirit.
You'll understand. There's a reason for this sweater. You'll understand when we get there.
A cow? Eggs? We'll talk about it later.
You'll see when we get there.
Well, it was a low moment because I had an original outfit planned that I was obsessed with. It's too small for me. Have gained that pre-holiday weight.
I feel like a barrel.
Dude, it's bad. It's ever since it's gotten cold, I've been so lazy.
Well, you look great, I would just say, but it's about how you feel.
I know.
I did walk in and Saskia was like, yeah, the original outfit didn't fit me. And I was like, nothing fits me, don't worry.
I was like, I could zip it up. I just couldn't breathe.
The collective sigh when people are in the same boat, which is so sick. But
I know. And I hate that I'm so someone that's just, I don't like to succumb to, that feeling of you're not enough, right? But it's so hard when you feel kind of gross, And I think maybe actually, I'm going to reframe this. I feel gross not because I've gained weight, but because I'm not working out.
Yep.
Because I probably look exactly the same, but it's just it's the mental, what it gets out when you're working out.
I feel very soft.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel real soft.
I lose my muscle. I miss my strength.
Yes.
And also mentally working out always just makes me feel better.
It
Those
does.
Endorphins. You could be doing Pilates, whatever, just something.
Let's make a pact to work out not tomorrow because tomorrow will be a death trap for both of us
Absolutely
after this
not.
holiday party. Woo!
I'm moving next week, so
Shit, that's
I'm
right.
thinking when I move to my new place, I'll have a gym in the building, so things will be looking up.
Shit, that came around quickly.
I know, right? Seriously, it'll be a big week. We have one more recording at this beautiful location before we move to a new place.
Before all the ghosts.
Oh yeah, bye ghosts! Don't follow us, please.
Don't fuck with us, I swear to God.
So I thought we could kick things off with a little life update. How have you been? What's been going on?
Okay.
Where were you?
Well, I was in California for 10 days with Joe's family, and it was bliss.
It looked gorgeous.
It was fucking stunning.
Where were you exactly?
Sebastopol. I can never say that properly.
Is it outside San Francisco?
It's near Santa Rosa.
Okay. So isn't that it's wine country?
Yes.
But is it on the coast?
Not quite. It was a half-hour drive to the beach.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we took the dogs there and they lost their shit. Yes.
Wait, how are the dogs on the plane?
Amazing. Didn't
Well,
make
Mango,
sound.
we know, has done this before.
Yeah.
Mango was a little Euro dog when Joe was living in France. He'd bring her back and forth, so she was used to
She's
flying.
fine.
But so this was Albert's first flight. And he was great.
First non-rescue flight. I know. And he made one little yip and that was it. Then just fell asleep.
When was the yip?
When we were flying there, because he and Mango were next to each other and we think he could see Mango but couldn't get to her.
Oh,
I know.
baby. We love him.
And it wasn't even a yip. It was just a little cry. And then he fell asleep for the 6 hours.
Wait, that's
I know.
so good.
And then taking him out of the carrier was like a Jack in the Box. His little head just poked out.
Holy shit, I could
Yeah.
envision that. He's like, where are we?
And his little snout coming out first. I was giving him a treat and his little snout was just poking out the entry and then he just popped out.
So for Thanksgiving, you were with Joe's family. Was this your first Thanksgiving with them?
Yes, and it was beautiful.
Really?
I had the best time. California is fucking gorgeous.
Who was it? His mom?
His mum hosted, and then we spent some time with his dad too.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. I'm so glad you love it. Would you move there?
Never say never.
Guys, I have been asking Kat this for so long. I was like, would you move to California? She's like, no. And now, closer to Australia.
That's exactly my rationale. That was my rationale.
Dude,
I was like, how
that's
did
my
you know?
rationale. Because that's mine. Like, literally, I've said, weather's way better.
It was perfect.
Unbelievably better as we sit here in freezing cold New York. And you've got Joe's family there, access to nature.
And his family's like wonderful. It was really special.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so happy.
And the dogs were happy. We were happy.
So Joe's family have a winery, right? So did you like get to try their wine and stuff?
I mean, when am I not? I'm kidding. What a bitchy statement. No, but
Wait, was that meant to be sexual?
no.
I was like, did I
For
miss
once,
that?
no. For once. See, this is the issue, is because everything I say has some kind of like sexual connotation that when I'm being serious, people are like,
Oh yeah, I thought this was like and I was like, wait, did I miss this?
No, but no, for once, no. But the vineyard is beautiful. Beautiful ranch. Honest, whole of California.
It's really pretty
really
there.
into it.
And I think what's really interesting is the landscape is so different. You can have like being when we went to Burning Man, coming back through Tahoe, and even you're up in these mountains and this gorgeous lake, and then when you're driving back, you're going through desert, and it just, the landscape changes so much.
Magical.
It is.
I
It's a
will
magical
say,
place.
before I flip it back over to you, the overuse of the word community is not something I could really get around.
Where you were specifically?
Just there specifically, but also it's a very California thing I've noticed.
What do you mean?
To refer to everything as, it's a really nice community and it's so great that we have community. It's an abundance of community. I'm
This
like,
feels like a Cali thing.
it's not just where we were, but it is every time I've been to Cali. And I don't know if it's because I'm more conscious or sensitive to hearing that word, but if I hear someone say community one more time,
I really
I'm going to lose my shit. Can you tell I have PMS?
I was just about to say, I was like, I really love our New York community.
Fuck, get out.
That is truly a thing. I'm watching, much to my dismay, the Meghan Markle TV show on Netflix. And it's just like a stupid kind of, I think she's trying to kind of be like Martha Stewart. She's great. I do find it entertaining and I find it very relaxing. It's kind of like a zone out show. I'm not sitting down and watching it. I have it in the background.
I've heard that, yeah.
Yeah, it's a background show. So she's doing the holiday episodes right now. And they live in, I think, Santa Barbara is where it is. And it's always about the community and how great the community is. Yeah, she talks about it a lot.
I heard someone recently describe where they live as an abundance of community.
What? Where do they live?
In Cali.
Oh, okay.
So,
yeah,
really-
on brand.
But I was like, an abundance
An abundance
of
is
community.
a lot.
I would say there's an abundance of fresh food. I would say there's an abundance of rats.
In New York?
Yeah. But I would not say there's an abundance of community,
In New York?
just in general. I would never put those words into a sentence.
Really?
And it really irked me.
An abundance of community. I see what you're saying. You're right. Like New York, an abundance of rats. There, an abundance of fresh produce.
Just like
because an
annoying-
abundance of communities is communities everywhere. You can build it anywhere. So what is an abundance of it? Just lots of people? That doesn't make any
just a
sense.
very like waffly, like, ooh. Anyway, you know how sensitive I get to annoying things like that. And I was like, why the fuck would you say that?
Yeah.
She was probably like, would you like some Reiki?
Oh,
And I was like, I
honestly,
would.
same.
I really would.
Actually, I would love that. I need some energy clearing right now.
Joe keeps joking that I want to move there and open a crystal store. And I was like, no.
This would be the biggest transition. I tell you what you could do. You could get the rocks, the ley line rocks, and you could sell the ley line rocks. Remember the anthropology rock prank I did on
yes.
you? We
How-
could do
how
the
could I
ley line
forget?
rocks.
I did look at tarot cards.
That's not surprising.
Yeah.
I know you've looked at tarot
Yeah,
cards.
I
That's
know.
not off-brand. Off-brand would be you opening a crystal shop.
It
It would
would-
be hysterical. I would
Yes.
die.
I might just do it for the bid. No,
You're-
I'm not going to do that for the bid. That's just
That's a lot. That's a
insane.
big
But
commitment.
I did. I did try and piss Joe off in a joking way. One time, I was just like, I just think it's important that we just take a breath and just maybe have some Reiki and just, feel the community around us. And he was like, oh my God, please don't do that. I was like, I hate myself. I
Holy
haven't.
shit. Feel the community around us is too much.
Right? It's just,
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I can hear it now. It's reminding me of like the burners that are the annoying burners.
Yeah.
Like this like community out here is just so
The eye
special.
twitch that you just had, it was beautiful. But no, so Cali was great, but I want to hear about your trifecta of travels. Because you went to 3 places, right?
I did. I've been traveling for nearly a month. Also, I feel like I'm gulping a lot, and I really hope that's not coming through on the audio. Get this thing away from me! Putting it to the side. I can't drink it, or I'm going to gulp the whole time, but I will have another sip in a little bit. Oh. Okay, so 3 places. I was in Buenos Aires, and then I went to Todos Santos in Baja California, in Mexico, which I think is weird that it's called Baja California when it's in Mexico, but wow.
We don't like to question things too much.
Yeah. I mean, we should, but I'm going to Google it afterwards. And then I went to Minneapolis for Thanksgiving. So 3 very different places. Buenos Aires was beautiful despite I was sick the whole time.
Yes.
Literally on the flight to, I was there for a work conference for those who have not mentioned this. And on the flight over, you know, when you feel yourself going down, I was like, I'm hot.
I don't really think that's a good sentence to say when you're on a plane.
Oh, yeah. Holy shit. That's terrible. I felt my body slowly not feeling good. There we go.
Yes.
I was just getting hot and cold and achy, and I could not get comfortable. It was a 10-hour flight. My colleague next to me is just passed out. I was like, I'm like having a meltdown. I had to go stand in the back, and I started crying because I was like, I just need to lie down. Like, it was real shit.
It's a terrible feeling.
It was awful. And then I get there, and I spend the first 3 days just in my hotel room, literally ordering room service. I ate at the club sandwich every day for 3 days. It was so depressing.
It's got some nutritional value.
Literally, the menu was Italian food or then sandwiches. I was like, I can't do Italian food. So the first few days were pretty bleak. And then I had some interviews I had to do with different locals that live in the city, and they were going to kind of show us around the city. So I was able to get through those, but then I think I pushed myself too hard, and then I got sick again, fully lost my voice.
Oh, was this a gastro thing or
I
head
think
cold or
some type of flu? Honestly, I'm worried I might have had COVID, man. They didn't test me for it. I went to the doctors and they were like, yeah, you just got the flu. I was like, I guess I don't test for COVID here. It was, I don't know. But no, everyone else around me was fine. So clearly I was over the worst of it. But I just think that because everyone's getting sick in New York now. So whatever I had, I picked up in this goddamn city.
This goddamn
cesspool of a city.
Abundance of cesspoolness.
Seriously. But it was the things that I did get to see. Great medical system.
Perfect.
Pharmacies are pretty good.
Love to hear it.
Yeah, I saw a lot of pharmacies. No, they had amazing coffee.
A tour of pharmacies.
No joke, I went to 4 pharmacies. Coffee was incredible.
I can imagine.
Absolutely incredible. I had one of the best coffees I've had in my life. It was so
Wait,
good.
that is a whoa,
dude,
whoa.
Australia level coffee. It was so good.
That's a big statement, especially from you who is a coffee connoisseur.
I said this to him. I was like, this might be one of the best coffees I've ever had. He's like, where are you from? I was like, I live in New York, but I'm Australian. He's like, oh, you know then.
Isn't that the highest compliment?
I know. I was like, thank you, sir.
I, like it.
I do know. So yeah, and then what was really interesting, which I didn't know, is Buenos Aires has the most amount of libraries per capita than any city in the world. Oh, isn't that interesting?
That's really lovely.
Libraries and bookstores, I think it was. So everywhere you go, there's these gorgeous libraries and bookstores, and they're in bars, they're in cafes. So one night when I was feeling better, I went to grab a cocktail, and it was at a bar that was also a bookshop.
I love those. I love those so much.
It was really special. And I just thought of different cities you live in and how important it is to have places like that. And I think what I liked is that they brought in other types of experiences. So you're not just going to a bookstore. Like, people were sitting there grabbing books, having a drink and reading. And it was a very beautiful, beautiful city.
They have a few of those in New York, but I don't think the calming energy is the same as there, you know?
I mean, it's just so hectic here generally. So, but there are, there's beautiful bookstores here, but they've converted a lot of kind of historical places into bookstores as well. There was a really famous, I think it was a train station that they turned into a bookstore. I didn't get to see that one, but it was such a beautiful place. It really reminded me of Europe. It had a ton of almost felt like you were walking down the streets of Barcelona in certain areas. And then my friend who's Venezuelan was like, yeah, the people from from Argentina think they're Europeans. And I was like, well, it kind of feels like Europe. So really, really beautiful place, but was pretty bummed to have missed it. And I ended up flying back early. So remember I said I was going to be going to another one of those big parties?
Yes.
Didn't go. I was like, I'm flying. I'm leaving. I couldn't stay another night. And I was feeling better, but I'm like, if I go, I'm going to get sick again.
There is really nothing, well, there's a lot worse, but there is nothing more uncomfortable or makes you feel depressed than being sick in another country or another place, and all you want is your bed.
Truly.
Your bed and your safe space, your home.
Oh my gosh, true. I felt so sad the first few days, and like finally I saw my colleague message me, she's like, who lives there, she's like, I'm going to take you to the doctor. And as soon as I saw her, I just burst into tears and cried in her arms. She's one of my friends, and she was like, Saskia. But then she has a really cute pug puppy, so I went and visited her and got to have puppy love.
Puppy therapy.
Felt way better after that, that's for sure.
Puppy therapy, I'm telling you. It's some good shit.
It was amazing. So yeah, cool city. Definitely want to go back. My favorite restaurant was actually, it's a very, steak heavy country. So and it's famous for its steak. So I think the best steak restaurant in the world is in Buenos Aires. And I think I had steak once, and I'm not a steak person.
You really aren't.
No.
Yeah.
Like, it was fine. I couldn't tell you if it was good or not because I don't eat enough to know. But my favorite restaurant was this place, I think it's called Chewy. I'm probably saying it wrong. It's CHUI with like the apostrophe. But it was a fully mushroom-based restaurant. So
that is your jam.
Dude, I was obsessed. Everything on the menu was mushroom-based. They did this. They're also known for these, do you know chicken Milanese? It's the flattened chicken that's breaded. That was amazing.
Yes.
But they made one there with mushroom. No fucking joke. We all thought it was chicken. And I was like, no, this is a mushroom restaurant. So like, this is mushroom-based. It was crazy. It was so good. And a few weeks ago, Dua Lipa went there. So I'm just following Dua's travels from India. She went to the elephant place, and then here. I'm like, Dua, we should just be friends.
Holy shit.
Right? Her and I are just on the same little journey.
On the same wavelength.
I know. What can I say?
Vibes.
Anyways, yeah, it was really fun. Glad I went. And then from there, I flew to Todos Santos. Well, I flew into Cabo and then met Jeffrey, and we had a wedding in this little town. It's about an hour and a half outside of Cabo on the west side of that peninsula there. I'm down in Baja. And Todos, oh my God, I fell in love. It kind of reminded me a lot of Byron Bay, but Byron Bay years ago before is super developed, but that very different. Obviously it's Mexico, but that feeling of just a beautiful little beach town where it's surfers and cute there's lots of artists. There was cute cafes, and
it's very quaint.
So quaint. And because it's still being developed, it also still felt very natural, which Byron has elements of that, but it's pretty overdeveloped now.
It really is.
Yeah, but I think the thing that's kept it nice is like you can go to the hinterland, like all of that's there. And it's kind of like that. There's not a hinterland, but there's all these beautiful mountains behind you, and then it's desert. So it's super raw. And there was this cool restaurant we went to where we drove out along these sand dunes to get to it. And this is just a regular spot that anyone can go to. But there was definitely, I don't know, energetically, I know I'm going to get pretty woo-woo there, but I felt so connected to it.
I'm all woo-woo after Callie.
Oh my God.
All woo-woo.
Well, Jeffrey has two friends who live there, and they've opened this beautiful place. It's like, this is where the wedding was held. So they do weddings there, but it's also a cafe and restaurant, and then they have little casitas. It's so pretty. I'll mention it in we can add a picture of it and we can show it on Instagram because it's such a nice place to stay if you ever get a chance to go here.
Yes.
And they said to me that apparently this specific place attracts a lot of strong women, is what they said. I was like, They're like, makes sense why they're like, you suit the vibe here. I'm like, thank you. This is the best thing you could say to me.
Highest compliment.
Literally.
Holy shit.
And his partner was so cool. She just had like such good energy. They were very like, their place is beautiful. So Jeffrey has land there. So he bought it ages ago and has not done anything with it. So we went to look at it. And now we're going to go back, I think, and start to figure out if we'd want to do something with it. Maybe soon, maybe not,
I always forget that.
Dude, I forget that. But it was cool. It's a pretty big block. Like you could do a lot with it. So I don't know.
That man is an onion. I tell you.
Truly. So it's exciting. It's just like nice to feel like there was a place. Like I think Kat and I have started to see different friends who, are lucky enough to be able to like buy things out of the city and starting to find almost like a little oasis. And I think
community.
No fucking joke. It is though. I really like the community there.
Oh my god, we're gonna
Holy shit.
We're going to fully immerse ourselves into this.
Dude, we're gonna move to California. You're gonna be in like the wine country. I'll be down in Baja in Mexico, or going back and forth between there and LA, and we'll be like, we're just one with nature.
Like, I could feel. I didn't even use find your friend's location. I could just
gravitate
gravitate
to
to
your
your energy. Yes, Southia and I have each other's locations because we are codependent on each other.
Tracker all the time.
All the time.
I'm always looking at where you are.
Yeah, all my little siblings.
But truly, it did have and what was even funnier is they said one of their friends, because I said to them, I was like, kind of reminds me of Byron Bay. They're like, it's so funny you say that, because one of our good friends, she spends half her year here and the other half of her year in Byron Bay.
No way.
Yeah.
What a life.
Right? I know.
What a life.
So I think I just started to feel for the first time, and I think that's what I like cried when I was there, because I said to Jeffrey, I was like, I feel like for the first time since I was really young, because for those listeners that don't know me, I grew up in a property in the middle of nowhere in far north Queensland, 100-acre property in the rainforest. So I'm a little nature kid at heart. I left when I was 5, and I think that's a part of me I've never really connected to, and I've never found a place that kind of felt like that. And I think that place, I was like, oh my gosh, this feels like my nature calling.
You did find your community. God damn.
Fucking found my community. So now I'm obsessed, and it's perfect. It's a 2-hour flight from LA. So if we move to LA, it's super close. There's direct flights from New York that just started. So definitely gonna head out there again.
Okay, so this is a new development. Well, we have you here for at least 18 months.
For sure. And honestly, like this stuff can take ages. It's just more nice to have something to look forward to, right? It could be years before we decide to ever do anything.
It's nice to have an option.
Totally. And to feel connected to a different place that is on that side of the country. And because again, closer to home. And not like I'd live there full time. Apparently the summer is brutal, but the winter's brutals. The summer is very brutal. But yeah, it was a really special trip, and the wedding was gorgeous. So he is from Philly and she's Mexican. So all her family from Mexico City were there, and her dad spoke, and it was just so heartfelt. And it was a really special wedding. It was fun to see like the Mexican traditions that they do for weddings. So
That's really special.
Truly. It was a really, really beautiful event. And honestly, I've never seen a couple happier at their wedding.
Fuck.
No joke. I was like, Jeffrey, they were glowing. And I've gone to lots of weddings, and every wedding I've been to, couples have been happy. Do not get me wrong. But there was just this energy. It was really beautiful.
You can tell.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like weddings, for the most part, is never fun for the people getting married.
Right.
Yeah.
It's oftentimes very stressful. And they really inspired me. I was like, oh, these people look like they've had fun at their wedding, which was good.
Goals.
And I met all of Jeffrey's high school friends that I'd never really met before, because most of them have kids and they're out of the city. So I think it was like a group of 8 guys that were all his childhood friends. And it was so sweet. They were really nice guys. Their wives were so lovely to me. It was a very welcoming group.
The photos looked hot. You guys looked hot.
Thanks, bitch.
Yeah,
I wore a really
thanks so
sexy.
much.
I wore a really sexy dress, and as I'm sitting in this like Catholic church for the wedding, I was like, this might have been a mistake.
I really do have this fear of being overdressed.
Generally. Oh, no, I clearly don't.
But being like in a Catholic church, in a less than I guess traditional attire.
Yeah, I didn't really think through that the wedding ceremony was going to be in a church. I've never gone to a wedding in a church. And then as I'm sitting there, I was like, my low cut, almost low to my bum dress. I was just like, and then as I sit down, I'm realizing this dress flops open.
Nice.
So I had to be like holding it in. I forgot to bring, dumb. My outfit had planned, I was going to have a shawl. So I was like tied around and I forgot it. But whatever, dress looked hot.
The Lord thanked you.
Yeah. Had a little peep show.
He was looking down on a nice view.
Thank you. I feel
I
like
don't
they're
believe
more
in God,
chill
sorry.
in Mexico, which was good. I feel like in the US that might not have gone over
No, they
well.
would have like,
Yeah.
what?
It was fun though. And then from there, oh my God, this is a long story. We went to Minneapolis for my family's Thanksgiving.
Wait, so you were in Minneapolis? You were in Minnesota?
Minnesota is the state. The Twin Cities, Minneapolis,
Yes.
St. Paul. So we were in St. Paul.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So we went from like warm, beautiful weather, tanning, got a tan, felt lovely, to fucking freezing cold. For our Celsius listeners, because I'm not doing Fahrenheit.
Fuck no.
It was like negative 10 degrees. It was fucked, dude. I was
How do
so
you
fucking
pack
cold.
for that?
Oh, I got a coat shipped to my aunt's house because I needed
Smart.
a new winter coat.
Smart. Oh, that's
And
smart.
honestly, just thermals. I literally wore the same jeans, the same sweater, and thermals. You're not looking cute.
No,
I gave up.
I
And we were dog sitting, so we had to walk a dog every day.
yeah.
It was fucking cold.
Yeah.
But absolutely lovely time with them as well. It was really special. So this is my mom's sister and her 3 kids who they're like my second family I grew up with, and they live over here. And the eldest son lives in the city as well. He's my cousin, and his wife or his fiance came as well.
Oh, that's
so it was the
nice.
first time bringing the partners. So she came and Jeffrey came. And then my sister. So it was a pretty, there was a lot of us. There was 9 of us in total.
Okay, I have to ask because I saw this on Instagram, but I didn't listen to it with sound. What was the video of like 5 of you sitting in a row looking like you were singing, but I really could not tell, and it has been driving me a little bit nuts.
It's so fucking stupid. This is when you know you're getting together with the cousins you grew up with because you all revert to being children. We came up with a train song. We are all 27 is the youngest, which is my sister, up to 40, which is Jeffrey. And my cousin can make this insane sound that's like, but she does it. It sounds like a train. I am so sorry for our listeners because my
Holy
version
shit.
is terrible and my voice cracked, but hers sounds like a train. And we built on it. So everyone had a sound and someone was going like, chicka, 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 chicka. And then she would do the horn. And then I would go, tickets, please. And then my cousin, Sam, who lives here, sorry, I said his name, whatever, he's fine. He would be like, next stop, Albany.
Holy shit.
And then someone was about to get like cutlery. Like, and it's like it's so stupid.
This is the most insane thing, and
We built it so far. Jeffrey's like, we have to we practice it and record it. And I'm sitting there being like, this is our parents who, all of us that went to college and those that had parents who paid for their college, this is what they paid for.
That's what they, yeah.
Are you proud of us, guys?
So I need to now see that again.
Oh, fuck. Jeffrey has
Yes.
the video. We'll pop it in the fucking
Yes.
podcast for the people. It is insane.
I knew it was diabolical, but it was also, yes.
I lost it. It was so fun though. We were just like all back to children. We did the hot and cold sauna and into the lake. We went into the freezing cold lake, which was colder than I was like, is it as cold as an ice bath? And he was like, yeah, it's probably way colder than that. I was like,
I'm like, you can't really compare it to an ice bath because
it's colder.
I
Yeah.
saw you guys run. Okay, I just feel like one of these lurkers who watches all the stories but doesn't react to it.
yeah. You're like, I saw this. I saw that.
I saw this. I saw you all like running into what looked like freezing ass
It was
fucking water
fucking freezing. I was so cold.
in your itty bitty bikinis.
I know, but it was fun. It was a really nice family bonding, and we just, played board games and all hung out together. It was lovely. Had a really good time.
Nice. You couldn't pay me to play a board game.
You don't like board games?
No.
Well, maybe actually these weren't really board games. They were more like word games.
Nope. A double no.
Stop. Well, my favorite is the one that has charades because I really like to perform, and no one else likes the charades segment, and they're all like,
Wait.
Saskia wins this segment every time.
That sentence, because I really like to perform, is so earnestly wholesome.
There's this game you play, and you pick a letter, and you have to write 4 things that start with that letter, and you put it in a hat, and then you pick one out, and it's like a race, and it's the first round is you have to just like describe the word without saying what it is or something like that. The second round is you act it out, and then the third round is you have to use one word to figure out what the word is. And then when we Googled it, there's actually a last round, and the last round you put on a duvet and you have to do charades in a like a duvet. So do you understand what I'm saying?
I do, and I don't want to.
I was like, we have to do it, guys. We have to do it. And everyone was like, no, Saskia. I was like, please, can we do?
Were you the only one who was
duvet?
playing it? I bet you. Wait, are you like fully covered by this doona?
Yeah, it'd be hysterical.
So I'm sure everyone was on their phones while you were under the doona.
I was also had a full plan for every single one of the words that I knew were going to come out. I was like, I would do this.
Not
I would do
surprising.
that. Do you know that in high school, I did for our talent quest in grade 11, our talent, we did a dance, 5 of me and my friends, and we were in Doonas, and it was called the Doona Dancettes. It's on YouTube. It's still on YouTube.
The doona dancettes, like the Rockets.
Doona Dancettes. And we had a choreographed dance to a mashup of songs. It was an 8-minute performance, and it was a mashup. We started with Harry Potter, and we went to like Titanic, Green Day, Pussycat Dolls.
Do you think that's why there's a time limit on performances at talent shows now? You made an audience sit through 8 minutes of a group of young girls dancing in a doona cover.
Choreographed.
Wait.
Choreographed
In
dancing.
a doona cover or like with a...
We were each in doona covers, single doonas. Choreographed.
Were your heads out?
No, we were fully in a doona.
How did you see what you were doing?
We practiced with our eyes closed. We all knew the dance.
Okay, so sometimes I forget that you grew up in a very rural place, and then other times it is clear as day, or clear as through a doona cover.
Hey, tell you what, we won. We won that year. We were a crowd favorite. The crowd was going wild.
Yes, because if someone made me sit through something for 8 minutes, I would be like, just let them win.
I'll
They'll
you
do it
what,
again.
It's on YouTube, so I'm going to make you watch it.
Can we watch it in the car on the way to the holiday party?
Not now. But I will send it for everyone else if you'd like to see it. Google Doona Dancettes, Townsville Grammar School Talent Show 2008.
How many views did it get?
I think it was like thousands.
Let's see how many views it is now and see how many views it gets when we post it.
Then we'll know how many listeners we actually have.
Yeah, we fucking see you. We see you.
Oh, we have metrics. Thanks, guys, for listening. Love you. Saw all your Spotify raps. Appreciate you sharing with us. Honestly, though, that was so sweet.
That was good.
We had a lot of people messaging us saying we were in their top 5 or top 3 podcasts, which I am very happy to hear.
And for those that we are not, fucking change that.
Yeah, fucking start listening every week,
Bitch. Shit.
Oh my God. So yeah, that was my Thanksgiving experience, my 3-week experience.
And then you came back to New York, and I'm looking around Saskia's apartment. And there, of course, you got pink moving boxes because
I didn't ask for that.
but it's like so.
It's kind of on
I'm
brand.
looking around, and Saskia is in the middle of moving to her new apartment. So Saskia's come straight off, like nearly a month of traveling to having to pack up. Do you feel nostalgic? Do you feel sad? Do you feel relieved? Do you feel happy?
When we
This
first
caffeine
signed,
is kicking in.
Maybe we should do this every week. Have a coffee. When I first signed, I did feel a little sad because I remember when I first moved into this apartment, and this was my first apartment living by myself. I mean, I lived by myself for a brief second in Sydney, but it was so brief it didn't really feel like this was my first grown adult apartment. And I remember sitting in my in this living room, and my naturopath, who I go to pretty regularly, little woo woo girl, she had said to me, she's like, do a little ceremony with yourself around what you want to bring in being in this apartment. So I lit some candles and I put some Palo Santo out, and I remember saying, this is my next chapter, and I'm going to find what I want to do creatively and build this new second part of my life here in New York, because it was my time coming back. And I said to myself, I'm going to be moving out of this place with a partner when I do leave. And I was and I had this feeling of a partner being here with me. And I told Jeffrey this recently, and I was teary up because I was I brought in so much of what I wanted. Finding this with you, the podcast, is the most creative thing I've done. Or I've done a lot of creative things, but this is by far the most in tune with what I want to do. And I love it so much. I'm so happy that people get something out of it. And then meeting Jeffrey, and we're moving out together.
That's really beautiful.
Yeah, I was sad, but then I was also like, this place served its purpose.
It served its purpose, and I think it was very good to you, and you were very, very good to it. And you have outgrown the space and the energy here.
Totally.
So woo-woo.
It's true though, honestly. Especially because yesterday I saw a mouse in my recycling bin. I heard it. It got stuck in the recycling bin, and I watched it trying to jump out. It was so, and I was like, I just need to get this mouse outside. This is kind of perfect. It's in the box, but it kept jumping, and then it jumped out. Yeah.
So you're saying Stuart Little is roaming?
Oh yeah, there's a mouse in this apartment for sure. He's actually pretty cute.
I don't say that. Do not say that. Do not give it mouse food. Do not give it little munchies of cheese.
So we've got an unwelcome mouse, and then we have unwelcome cockroaches. This place, it's time. It is time.
Okay.
Although I'm going to miss my upstairs neighbor. She's the best.
That's okay, because your neighbor can visit you. The neighbors
Totally.
that are in your unit now are not welcome, and they don't need to come and visit you.
And they're not paying rent. Hate that.
Pay rent. Your neighbor
love
can
that.
come and visit you.
Would love that. Would
Yes.
be great. But little things like I'm so fucking pumped to have laundry. I've never had laundry in my apartment in my life. I've never had, oh no, I have had a dishwasher. But
It makes a
these
huge
little
difference.
things where our people that don't live in New York who listen to this, you're probably like, what? This is normal for New York. You have no idea. No laundry, no dishwasher. You're like, great.
So I was having this conversation, and I was like, it really is Stockholm syndrome. And it's like, I think I'm getting to that point or age, or I don't know, maybe I'm just perpetually exhausted. I'm like, I don't need to be a hero anymore. I don't need to actively make a conscious decision to make my life harder.
It's so true. And I think this is a place where and it is hard. Mm-hmm. And it just feels like this rat race all the time.
Yes. But a
In
dishwasher.
the same vein, like it has this energy to it that's intoxicating, and it's really hard to leave it. And it feels like home.
Yes, because we love our abuser, which is...
I also think we moved here in our early 20s. And I think we lived here at such a pivotal moment of our coming into our adulthood that for me, it's the only place that's felt like home that wasn't like where I grew up. And I do think, actually Sydney did feel like home too, but there's something special about this place. And I think it's hard to let go of the place that I feel like shaped, at least for me, and I think it probably did for you, totally who I am.
For sure. And so for that, there's so many connections that I have and have built. It's also really hard to make friends as an adult. And I was reading this article, don't ask me where, somewhere on the internet, but about how we move for work and our spouses or loved ones, but we do not move for friends.
Dude, I fucking saw that headline today. I didn't read the article though.
It's so interesting.
What was it saying?
Basically, like, why are we making all these exceptions for work and loved ones when, finding like meaningful friendships, like we talk about, all, like we see it on TV. You're going to say community. I'm trying so hard not to say community. I'm actively trying not to say community.
I literally was trying so hard not to laugh, but I was like, you could call it a community.
I caught myself slipping, and I was like, don't do it, Waterman. Do not do it, Waterman.
But girl, hate to say it, but one of the biggest reasons I don't want to leave New York is I love my community.
Fuck.
I can't help
Take me
it.
now.
It is so true, though. It's really difficult.
Yes, and that we kind of romanticize and watch all of these shows about, Friends and those types of shows where all the community members live in such close quarters. But yet we don't even think twice about moving for... Well, we do think twice, but we typically move for work and loved ones.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't we move for our friends?
It's so true. I mean, I think my whole life at least in my 20s, I always was like not moving for friends because ultimately I knew I could make friends wherever I go. Like I knew that would not be a thing. And I think that's, at least I've seen it with a lot of other friends that have been scared to move places because they're worried they won't meet friends. And I was like, you'll be fine. But now, it's just, I think now it's becoming more, I have such a solid group of friends and people I adore that plays more on my mind now because I don't really want to have to make a whole bunch of new friends.
Well, and I think it's easy to make friends. I think it's challenging to make meaningful friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
And ones that you actually want to hang out with. And it's like, no one wants to work after work. It's exhausting forming those friendships. It's really exhausting. And I'm like,
it's a lot. And I think that's a good way to think of it. I think that's a good point to call out is not people like not always thinking about moving for friends. But, oh God, I hate to say it. It's really true though. But it does play into picking your community. It is true though, because you think about it. I think about the reason I'm okay with moving to LA is because I do have a good group of people that I adore there. And
completely.
I feel like I could build that. And yeah, I probably would need to make a few more friends because I don't have a ton of friends there. But I also know one of my really good friends here and her partner, they want to move out there. Maybe you guys would end up in California. Like I know I've got enough people here that I adore that are also, I think with New York, it's hard is it's so transient.
Yes.
I only know a few of my friends here that will actually stay here. I've already, one of my best friends is moving to Miami in a few months.
Oh shit.
I know.
I would also love to minimize burning money.
Ugh. Yeah, dude. And just make the easier thing. Like I'd like to have a car. I'd like to like live in not a tiny shoebox apartment. Like even the next apartment we're moving into, it's a 1-bedroom. Yes, it has nice amenities, but it's small and it's fine for the next 18 months. It'll be perfect for us. I'm excited. But when we move to LA, like we can get something 3 times the size for the same fucking price.
For the same price. And more likely than not, there's going to be a dishwasher. So you don't have to like add that as a feature when you're searching.
Yeah.
Which
literally.
is so fucked up.
Most houses will have dishwashers and or laundry.
Oh my God. I'm going to put that on my vision board. Vision board.
What happened to you?
I don't know.
I'm kind of obsessed with
I
it.
feel really,
I love it.
I feel very zen and very relaxed.
I love this though. You've come back I do actually, in all seriousness, you have come back very relaxed.
Thank you.
Well, I do think that considering, I know it's like post-Thanksgiving, but I do think it's nice to reflect on what we are thankful for. Did you think about that this year?
I'm thankful for health, not wealth. No.
Not wealth? Don't put that out
I was
there.
about to be like health and wealth. I was like, I'm not wealthy. No, I was thinking about this and very just kind of grateful to have options. Grateful and thankful to have options.
That's a really good way to put it because that's across the board. Can be many different things.
We are very, very lucky to have options.
Kind of makes me think about your egg freezy experience and being able to have that option as well.
And I've thought about this more because I always like to complicate things. But I was like, no, bottom line is that I'm very privileged to have options.
I think that's a really good way to put it.
And you, me lady?
I mean, dude, fuck, same, man. Like that is it's very true. And I think that was a takeaway I had from India was just thankful for the life that I have. And I think it keeps coming back to being happy with the things I have and not, you can want beautiful things, but beautiful things don't have to define your happiness. That was something that obviously that mantra that kind of came to me in India. But I would say that when I was initially asked this question, my therapist actually asked it to me, which I thought was sweet. It was like a nice kind of time to think about it. So I immediately just thought of Jeffrey.
Oh, fuck.
I know. And I think for our listeners that I think I've been pretty open about my relationship, but for a long time prior to doing this podcast when Jeffrey and I were first dating, I spent a lot of time wondering if this was the right person for me. And I think because I had these preconceived notions in my head of relationships after being single for most of my 20s, or all my 20s pretty much. And I think now settling into it and really seeing who he is and just the relationship and how he shows up for me, it's not fucking perfect. We argue like everyone, but he really is a good fucking person and I'm really thankful to have him by my side. So I was really thankful for that. And like the takeaways from this year being that and then this. And I'm really fucking thankful for this because the time we have together and doing this is really amazing.
I love that. I was like, Jeffrey's taking up too much airtime here.
Yeah. Bitch, what about me?
You go away for nearly a month and I...
Thankful for note to self. Love you guys.
That's very sweet.
Thankful to our listeners. You guys are the best.
And we'll see you next week.
Tell your friends to watch and listen, please.
Like, subscribe.
Honestly though, like and subscribe. Please do that.
Ching ching.
Bye guys.
Bye.